Every time I think I'm gonna be more consistent with these video uploads, something happens, life happens, like getting the flu and not being able to move for about a week. I've had a whole fresh, untouched pack of ILFORD HP5 black and white film just sitting on ice, ready to be used, ready for a good time to shoot it. And with the winter coming up, we've had more cloudy, rainy days, and I think that's a really good time to shoot black and white film because the colors don't pop like they normally do. The weather's already gray and flat, and the light is soft, so you might as well take advantage of it while you can. And of course, I say this more out of observation than out of experience. This was my first ever roll of black and white film to shoot. I've only ever shot color negative film before. And it definitely offers a different approach to shooting just strictly black and white, knowing that you don't have the option to go from color to black and white in post. And it's kind of an approach that's intangible that I haven't quite put my finger on yet. But we were really excited to shoot this first roll and went out for a day, just took the camera. We knew that we were going to get some chicken Alfredo, so chicken Alfredo and shooting some black and white film. That's a win-win situation if I've ever heard of one.
Cloudy days and pasta for the win.
That's it.
This is the first photo I've ever taken wide open with this camera at a whopping f1.7 on a film camera, which is pretty fast. And it took me like 5 minutes to try and get focus right because I didn't want to mess it up, and then I still didn't even nail it after that. Oh well. And I turned around, this is what was happening right behind me. We have a subject here. This gas truck was just parked there kind of in the middle of the street. We got some people over on this side to show scale, and it made for a nice little street scene, which is kind of my favorite. By the time that we started to walk back home, the sun was pretty low in the sky, made for some nice shadows, some good backlight, which I always try to get if I can.
You want me to block it for you?
I got it.
Huh?
I got it.
What? You got it, what?
Now come closer to me. Come closer to me. Oh, no. This is right here on the side.
Right there?
No. Shy.
Right there?
Right here, right here.
Right here?
You said hurry up.
Why am I in the shot?
I gotta do my own lens with it. Got it.
All that for nothing. Just kidding.
There's something about film that even when I load a new roll into the camera, like it gets me motivated, it gets me ready to start getting out there and shooting, even if it's not the best situation as far as lighting or finding something to shoot or anything. And so with these first few exposures already taken, I was already motivated even more, I think, to go out the next day and finish off the roll and get the rest of the shots. Already off to not the best start. We thought we were getting up before the city, and just for the sake of light, and there's usually not a lot of people around, get up and one of the cars down there is really well lit, car that I keep wanting to photograph, and there's like 5 dudes down there washing another car right by it. So I'm gonna keep walking down the street, see what else we can find.
Get this nice and symmetrical. Hopefully. Spotted a van. Spotted a van, looks pretty cool. Let's do it, let's do it. Keep blocking my phone, forgetting. I'm not even focused. I am?
Yeah, you are.
Not too close. F11. And 1/250. ISO 400. I think I'm gonna keep that the same. Gotta give credit where it's due. This was originally my wife's idea. Who's behind the camera right now. Gonna try to shoot through this. Get some of that depth. Dude, I don't need your taxi ride, bro. I couldn't tell. Good. Hopefully that's our trickiest composition of the day. Trying to shoot through this and trying to make it symmetrical. I couldn't tell if like my head was crooked or if we're on an incline or if the city's crooked, but something was off. We'll try to fix it later, but I don't want to have to do that again.
I think from all the final images on this roll, this one ended up being a favorite. We have a good mix of highlights and shadows that give it some depth and make it dynamic. But then I noticed that everything I'm looking at in the photo was almost the same thing I was looking at to the eye when I actually flicked it on the street. The car was white, the street was black, and that was it because it was already black and white. I think it made it look as close to real life as it already was. And to me, that's one of the trickiest challenges in film photography or in photography in general, or anything that has to do with visual images, is trying to make it look as close to real life as you can possibly get. And then we had that extra added nostalgia of the black and white film that just made it work.
Oh no. Lost the fuzzy. But that picture's gonna be trash. Nothing but trash. You can do like this.
Go.
Here's one thing I'm starting to see. If you can't necessarily find a subject, find a frame. Looks really cool, like natural frame. Want to try it? Might come out good, might come out bad. Oh, I wish I would have got that bird. Layers on layers on layers right there. Since I can't ball, I might as well take pictures of it, you know? I think there's kind of this weird paradox when it comes to shooting film. Like, on one hand, you want to like take your time, expose properly, get a good composition, get a good subject, all that stuff. But then at the same time, there's a tendency to like, man, you only have 36 shots. Can't really wait around, you just gotta send it. So makes you good in both ways, I guess, technically and efficiently wise. I'm having to learn to just send it. I think that's one thing good about black and white, because usually my eye is more drawn to color, but now it's more drawn to light with just this. And so light doesn't necessarily have to be the best, even though it's pretty good right now. So I'm just gonna send it on the rest of these, try to finish out this roll. See what happens. Bugs are about to eat me alive. trash is another man's treasure, or whatever. Oh, bro. Another cat on the loose.
Sometimes 36 shots seem to fly by and you're done with the roll before you know it. You're already on your last exposure, and sometimes it seems like the roll is never ending and it takes forever just to get through so you can get your photos developed and see what you got. And I think that was the case with this. I don't know if I was being too careful of shooting my first roll of black and white film, but even after that photo walk around the neighborhood, we still had some images left. And so the next day we noticed this nice light coming in through our windows right here in our living room. And so we just want to kind of play around with it and take portraits of each other. There was a lot of depth in these, and they weren't shot any lower than f5.6 aperture wise. And I think it just goes to show that having depth in an image is understanding completely how light works, not so much as having just this wide open aperture from an expensive lens.
Right there, my guy.
Whatever you want. Got your glasses? Here, I'll take them. What I really like about this app is a meter in the light, but of course I'm taking a picture. I can lock my ISO and then pick my aperture. Let's go 5.6. And you can always review the photo to get a kind of a preview of what you're looking at there. Are you right?
Sad, mad, happy, crying. Which one?
Okay, 1, 2. You'll take one of me?
Do you want?
Can we get one more of you? Now look over my shoulder.
Oh. Okay, you ready? 1, 2.
I'm no model. See how that comes out. My non-modeling skills.
It did.
Huh?
It didn't. You just hold it up.
I'm guessing this will probably be my last video of 2023. Maybe not, but probably. And I want to shoot a whole lot of film coming up next year. And on the note of getting through 36 exposure seems like a lot, my mindset is kind of, I think 10 would be better. And so on that note, my medium format camera is out for delivery as we speak.